Hello and welcome back to the Cracker Barrel podcast. Sorry for that short hiatus we took there.
It was a big pee break.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
had
just all had to pee simultaneously.
my computer had to pee, and it did all over my desk. Okay, so I believe we were at Wooz's turn, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, we had just passed my
Yeah,
turn. It was
Wooz
whoever
just
was next.
finished his turn. Mingus is not moving anywhere. Croyd is not moving anywhere. We're back to the top.
Oh, Rat Boy should be behind.
Oh, right. Yeah, Rat Boy needs to move. That part didn't
Rat Boy needs to
save.
be,
Rat Boy's there.
and then Ballista missed.
Yes. And
Yeah.
Bones is
Bad
in
miss.
here with Zen. Oh, I need to open up Zin's sheet, which is what caused this. I think Zin is kind of fighting the stream here.
He's
The
like
spirit-
really
doing some
does
Ready
not
Player
want
One
to
shit.
lose.
Yeah, the spirit of Zin is like not having it right now. He's going to hold back here and yeah, I think that's his best course of action. All right. He's going to roll.
Sure.
Roll to attack you here. Melee attack. You know, we're getting a brand new die for not a brand new, but a new die for this stream for this one. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Not a 19 to hit, sorry, a 27 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
All right. You are going to
Still
take...
hits.
Yeah, it still hits. All right, so you're going to take, it is, so that is 8 slashing damage. That's halved to 4.
Uh-huh.
You take 4 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
You take, 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then you also take,
What?
So the other necrotic damage I had it combined. I separated it this time.
Okay.
Sorry, not to like scare you.
What is it? How does that happen?
What? It's his channel divinity. It's his cleric thing.
Oh, okay.
The cleric's the death cleric entire thing is dealing necrotic damage through sword strikes.
Okay, I'm gonna reduce this by 3d6 after it's all
Okay,
calculated.
so you take
by the way.
on top of what I have said, you also take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna prevent. I'm gonna prevent 9 of that.
All right.
Rat Boy's really taking one for the team. Oh, never mind.
Now that was a blow.
Zin looks
I'm gonna
at
attack
you,
him.
exhausted. His eyes tired.
Surrender
Gonna say,
now and prepare
you know,
to fight.
I've been picturing this fight in my head. I've ran through it dozens of times, hundreds of times. I never pictured feeling sorry for you. I'm gonna swing again. It's another 19 to hit. Unfortunate miss on the critical. Natural 19, I mean. 15 necrotic damage.
All right.
And I'm gonna just burn my last spell slot here to Divine Strike that. I mean, Smite.
Mm-hmm.
Cocked. Ooh. That is 13 radiant damage.
The dark sphere around you vanishes. Zin falls down to one knee, his sword clanging out in his hand. He falls over onto the ground.
Wells. Is that it?
Is that what you say?
No, I don't say that. I was making sure Clark was done.
Send me to Van.
You're staying right here with me, bastard. I'm gonna plunge my sword down into the back of his neck.
Ooh, poetic justice.
Down through the back of his neck. His head, still connected, though, detached and floppy from the lack of spine. Zin falls to the ground finally, both of his swords clanging out of his hands onto the floor. Motionless.
Sort of dark miasma appears out of the end of the blade, and something essential is sucked from the corpse into bones.
Yes. The crowd.
I'm gonna pick up
around
the
you.
swords
All right. The crowd
and
around
just
you.
wave them to the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd around you begins to jeer and shout. Some are just throwing rocks at you as they all start to surge forward slightly.
Yes, that's my cue. I'm gonna
Biscuit
take
in here,
off
gang.
with my winged boots, drop my rage, and dash out
Oh,
over
shit.
the edge.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 with your thing, and you're going to start making your way out.
Yeah.
Bones?
Yep.
Congratulations.
You just killed Zin.
I got
Yeah.
down to 35, by the way. And then I would have had like 3 relentless rages.
God damn, that was gonna be close. That was close.
Yeah, it was.
That was really. I'm so happy it was close. I thought it was gonna be
Yeah.
like really fucked in either direction. Either way, back now.
I had like 3 turns realistically
Yeah.
of hitting him.
Freaking Zin ends up going to like the afterlife and he just sees Van.
Oh, he's
sitting
not
there
going to
waiting
the
for him.
afterlife. I'll tell you that much.
I know.
Anyways, down to the bottom dwellers. Emil, you're up. You are
Yo, it's
you are
me.
here.
Your favorite guy. It's your little favorite guy. And we're
Is this
missing.
the
I'm gonna
newest hit
dash.
movie of the summer? Because this is Bottoms.
You know, it is bottom.
Let's fucking go. Bottoms was awesome. All right. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go try to break the chain if they're still figuring out
Which
their issues
one?
over
One
there.
or 4?
4.
4. All right. Dash.
I guess so.
All right, that brings you right about there. You don't have an action.
That's fine.
All right. Rat boy.
Rat boy will finish, man. Rat boy attack.
All right.
Okay, 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Amazing. 10 slashing.
Yep, that'll do it.
9
So
sneak attack.
as you go and raise your sword once more, slashing down across the body, Drow falls to its knees. And as it looks back out at you, it just says in this low-toned voice, "We will catch you. You won't get far."
I'm gonna say in deep speech, try me, bitch.
The Drow, not understanding deep speech, falls to the ground, dead.
I'll say it in undercommon then. I'll say it in undercommon.
Nope, you
No, you
said
said it
deep
deep
speech.
Okay, fine.
All right, we are now out of combat. So, what would you all can sort of act however you would like to, sort of out of turn order here.
I'm gonna pillage these bodies.
All right,
I'm gonna make one final yank to get this chain up out of the ground.
go ahead, give me a strength check.
Hey, nice. That's 18.
18, that'll do it. You reach down onto the bottom, you pull up, and you notice you're not even pulling the chain, you're yanking the bolts out of the ground. Out pop as you yank up, and as it starts to break free, you feel this sudden pull as the chain is ripped up out of your grip up into the air. And you hear this, like, you hear it sort of clanging around as it makes its way up, followed by this loud,
Like a tape measure when you just let it
Crashing
go.
yes, very much so. loud crashing noise as it moves up, and the door starts to just barely starts to lurch up. All right. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go over
Push
to
door.
Emil and help Shoddy hack this other chain.
Hack
All
this
right.
chain. Hack this chain.
All right.
I'm
Dude,
sorry.
it's literally
Hack
off the chain
this
right now.
chain! Hack this chain!
All right. So as you guys go about that, Croyd sort of steps out, gazes, looks around everything. You just hear him murmur under his voice. "Oh, I can't believe we actually did it. I can't believe we actually did it."
As I'm cutting off ears, I'm like, Rat Boy did everything. You did nothing. You sit under table.
Rat Boy, you feel this arm rest on your shoulder. Oh, yes, you did very well, my friend. Oh, and I did as well. Did you see what I did there? Oh,
He's gonna get a dagger at him.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
No.
25.
Okay, hits.
Ooh, nine piercing damage. I stabbed him.
All right, you stab him.
Unsatisfied stab.
He, very unsatisfied with that, is going to go. He sort of like pushes you back with his shield. It doesn't deal any damage, but he just sort of shoves you back. What is your problem?
I just hiss and I
Goodness,
just-
you are such a sour little rat. You are certainly not in any sort of league with myself.
I just hiss and I scurry away.
All right.
I run on all fours.
So the rest of Emil, and Forks are able to together hack down this, and similarly to how it had happened before on the other side, this clanging followed by a big booming explosion. Bones as you go and you fly off of the top here. Oh, and I just moved the entire map. Awesome. As you go and you fly out, these two areas here, these two large gear-like areas burst out with smoke as the ground shakes. People who are those who remain in this area who are jeering and yelling at you are all tossed from their feet, knocked prone as you fly off the surface of Garni Sarai. The rest of you, the door springs open, the heavy metal just lurching in this massive jerk, slamming up against its holds. The door open. As this happens, you see several dozen other slaves entering in from where you had come. One of which carrying an unconscious one, who for some
dead.
reason they found in the middle
God.
there.
Oh, they must have killed the bear. They killed the bear and saved her.
Yeah, they killed the bear.
You see a couple of them do have some fresh wounds on them. Yeah. You go Croyd the first, walking his way over to the gate. My friends, we have a long journey to go. Is there anything any of you would like to do before you leave?
I'm full on dash.
Set
now.
this bitch ablaze. Is there anything that I could actively
open the
start a
cages.
fire
There
with?
appears to be
Doesn't make-
candles on the table that they were playing cards with.
There are
Yeah,
candles on the table.
I'm gonna set fire to the establishment. Thank you.
Okay, so the walls are wood. You do your best to sort of light a small light a fire on those.
I want to set the tablecloth on fire.
Okay, the
We can set
tablecloth.
the table.
Yeah, tablecloth
Yeah,
is
the
on
wood table.
fire. People are absolutely like storming out of here. There are hundreds, maybe thousands even, of bodies all rushing through this door, sprinting out into the night. Bones, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna descend over the crowd, so I'm hanging. I'm, in level flight, hovering over them about, 15, 20 feet above their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna wave them forward in the vague direction of
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna just
Fenland, as I was, or the road that's gonna take us there.
I rolled a
Alright.
3 intelligence check. I see him as a threat, and I'm just gonna point my crossbow at him.
Oh, you want to do it?
No, I don't want to fight. I'm just,
You-
I'm just
you
like
see-
shaking.
Croyd looks up. You actually did it. You crazy motherfucker. You actually did it.
I'm gonna land next to Croyd amidst the chaos. This is for you. I'm gonna hand him one of Zin's swords. Open a cigar shop in Finland.
I will. Thank you. But we must get there first.
It's this way.
Oh, one thing as we make our way here, and we must go quickly. They will notice soon enough.
Oh, they have already noticed.
Okay, we should go quickly then. Listen, I made a bit of a deal, to sort of get to this point, and
Who with?
a part of this was letting you know who it was.
Okay.
And he hands you a small, crumpled up piece of paper with a
Can I
simple
open it?
name written upon it. Ron.
Is it the business card?
It is.
It's not the
It's the
business card, is
business
it?
card that him guy gave Croyd.
I'm gonna fold it up and put it in my compartment.
All right.
You're,
Oh, I need. Oh no, I can contact him some other way. Come.
You have many ways to contact him now.
Yes. Oh, there is much travel to go. And you, the slaves of Garani Sarai, have managed to escape your captors.
Yo.
But your journey is far from over. The nearly month-long journey towards freedom is fraught with peril. Battles against both your captors and the dissidents of the Underdark alike, as they wear down your numbers. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative for me, please.
Does that include me?
Initiative.
Yeah.
We have a full round.
Yes.
We have a full round.
Remind me what that is.
Roll roll a d20 and add your dexterity.
I got 12, even with the advantage.
I got a 19.
11.
23.
Do we have a full rest if we're gonna have combat?
We're not gonna have combat.
Okay.
16.
And all right, so we will start with Rat Boy. What I'm going to have you do is in the style of Oregon Trail, I'm going to have you roll 3 survival checks, which will be averaged. That number will determine your fate during this journey.
I have advantage with survival. Oh, not advantage.
Why
I
do you have advantage with?
I
Yeah,
meant
no.
proficiency. All right. Okay, give me a sec. Yeah, pull that up. Okay, modded 20. Natural 20. And a 10.
All right. As you are journeying out into the darkness through this month, you notice that something had been following you, and you weren't entirely sure what it was. But eventually, you were able to determine it. It's this strange, floating jellyfish-like creature. It reached out with its tentacle, and you could feel its emotions, its friendly affection towards you. And as you had traveled and made your way towards the exit, you became rather good friends with this flump.
Plum. Octopus jellyfish like
Congratulations.
friend?
You have received a bountiful fate.
Oh.
Evan,
I receive flump.
Okay.
3 survival
This is-
checks, please.
Okay. First one is 12. Second one is 11. Last one is 18.
All right. You have received a dire fate.
Ah.
In your travels here, you found that you were attacked by a very many creatures. One of which these strange creatures with a half bottom of a spider and the other half of a woman, of a drow woman. And during one of these scuffles, you got up close and personal, and though you were able to land the killing blow, your left arm was lost in the process. A dire fate to you.
Yeah, there's worse. There's worse.
There is worse. There is
Yeah.
there is another level of fate. Sage,
Yo, what's up?
3 survival checks, please.
All right, let's see. Shall my fate be dire, or shall it be in good favor? All right. It is not looking good so far. What is my survival? Okay, 13.
13.
Oh, okay. 13, 8. And 19.
All right, that puts you in a dire fate. You didn't get into a dreadful
Yep.
fate, so that's good. As you had traveled through during your travels, you found that the darkness and the paranoia surrounding you was almost too much to bear. And as you had traveled for so very long, you found that you were going just a little bit mad.
Start talking the rocks.
You have
Bro.
so
Talking
that
rock
brings us to
disease.
66, which gives you in this darkness, you think to yourself, you know, I actually might be I think I'm handling this really well. In fact, better than everyone else. I am the smartest, wisest, strongest, fastest, and most beautiful person in this entire group of slaves. And that is now a firmly held belief until cured.
That's fine.
All right, Mads.
That's honestly not that bad.
That was a pretty minor madness out of the
It's gonna be
ones that
bad
could
for you
roll.
socially.
It's gonna be very bad for you socially.
Well, then I get back to the surface.
Mads
Yeah.
gonna need 3 survival checks, please.
Yeah, so that's 3 d20 rolls with the survival added onto
Addition,
each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a 13,
Mm-hmm.
a 9, oh god, and a 17.
All right. That puts you into a dire fate. So, as you during your travels, you needed to find various fruits to undercome and to eat, and you had one that very much did not sit well with you. It was a fungus. Your mind became filled with these vivid hallucinations that only come when you would sleep. Through the month of your travel, it started to wear down on you. You were unable to sleep. Those had to carry you and provide provide extensive medical attention to what they could possibly provide. But you were able to escape. And despite numerous attempts on your life your life and the lives of those with you by the Dizidins of the Underdark and those from Garani Sarai attempting to recapture you, you managed to survive. Bones, your roles shall be done for Croyd, as he is hanging on to your leg the entire ride.
Okay. That is a 13, a 25, and a natural 20.
Okay.
27.
All right, that puts him in a bountiful fate.
Bro,
Fucking
that's
go.
Croyd.
As Croyd is wandering about during this journey, he sees something out of the corner of his eyes, and he goes, "Eh," and he runs over, and out of the dirt, he pulls out this glorious silver javelin.
No
Oh,
way.
God.
Is it back?
Look at this. Look
This
at what I have
handsome rod.
found.
I don't believe it. I pick it up.
Yeah.
Can
Oh, the
I
light
identify
rod?
this javelin?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. 15, I think, plus 0. 15.
All right. This is a nice magical javelin, but it is not the javelin of lightning.
Fair enough. One day.
Croyd sort of takes it back. He has to. He mounts it on top of his back, sort of across his shoulders, which makes it very hard for anyone to walk near him because he is so small and the javelin is so large. But he makes it work. During this journey and through the many attacks, approximately 20% of those who you had traveled with did not make it, either through death
Oh my god.
or recapture. After a long fought journey, you finally reach your destination. You see the light of the sun for the first time in years for some of you, as you crawl up an abandoned mine shaft. Your sight abandons you as distant voices cry out in the light, calling to get assistance. There's people coming out of the mine! Get medics! Someone get the guard! You are all swaddled in wool blankets as people swarm into the mine to help you. Cots are prepared, and mages begin treating those with the more serious injuries and illnesses. As your eyes finally return, the first thing you see is a short, elvish man dressed in a long red overcoat. He pushes his blonde hair to the side as he addresses the crowd. Eddie, would you please describe Grandwell?
So he's sort of short. He's about he's been described before. Let me pull him up. I don't have him on this laptop. I think was he like 3'11" or something? I think you have his character sheet here. Oh, let me find it. I sent it to you. Hang on. Where is it?
Oh, did Fenland finally mobilize?
I have found it. Here he is. He is 4'9", 4'9" 100 pounds.
100 pounds. Yeah, that makes sense.
And he's wearing a red sort of flowing overcoat, flanked as ever to his side by a large furbolg who has a slightly less decorative insignia than he does. And he reaches out to the group. He says, "Tell me everything. Is this related to the war?"
Eddie,
He just
talk to
pulls
your
some
kid,
random
okay?
person aside.
He pulls.
What do you know?
I do not know anything about a war. I am
I don't
Mingus.
like you.
Ratboy can tell you everything about how Ratboy saved everyone.
I don't like you either.
Do I have my flump still with me?
No, the flump remained within, though though its parting message is, "I shall always be with you." You can now multi-class into aberrant mind sorcerer.
What, really?
What? Yeah, you have a friend with a flump.
Oh my god, aberrant mind sorcerer. Okay,
That's
roast.
funny.
Best
You can
kind
go.
of sorcerer. You
So
can be
anyway,
just like
that's
Vendali.
the image that was just sent in Player Zone is pretty close to what the character before you looks like. He's gonna He's gonna pull out his. Well, I guess he doesn't need a sending stone right now.
No, he's
He
gonna
just
talk
wants
to
to.
Archie.
He says Central. Archie, get me a line with Central.
What was his voice again? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
We've got like a couple hundred. It looks like escaped slaves or convicts or something coming up out of the mine. If I had to guess, they probably escaped from the Drow city after
Garany side.
some kind of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The
Garen
war?
Isai.
Yeah, Garen. It's Garen Isai. You have a little notepad, right? You took a little notes.
This is fucking Peggy Hill undercommon.
I pull out my notepad. Yeah, that is right.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you enslaved by the Drow or the Mind Flayers?
Ah, yes, it was the Drow after all.
So they've been defeated?
No.
Well, how'd you get out of there? What the hell?
We killed a couple.
during the war, well, there was an insurgents below. Who?
That's good. And might I add, you are looking very handsome for having just escaped from that disaster.
Thank you. I know.
Anyway, move along. We'll set up some kind of refugee camp around here for you shortly and get you resettled. Big city, lot of job openings.
Good.
Anyway,
Rat boy want to be chef.
Hey, can we get a one-on-one with Bones and fucking?
Grandwell, should I start talking to myself? I would
Yeah,
imagine
yeah,
that Bones is not talking to these cops.
Doesn't he see them? He knows them.
Yes.
No, he never met him.
He knows.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
he
Why do you
knows that
think he's
they're
not-
cops.
Oh,
He's
he
an
doesn't know
escaped
them.
pit fighter. He's technically a convicted criminal here.
True.
He's not
Does
sticking
Archibald-
around.
Well, does you blend in the crowd? Does Archibald see this? Were we aware?
Okay, I'm gonna roll stealth from Bones, opposed by perception from Archibald.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh shit! Do I even have Archibald's sheet?
I
Where
do.
the fuck
I have
is it?
Archibald's sheet.
Hold on, it's probably in my CBP play. Let me just go look for it. Yeah, I got
Okay, that's
it.
an 18 from Bones.
Okay, for perception, that is a. Sorry, buddy. 17 plus, or sorry, 14 plus 7.
Oh, you see
Uh,
me.
Yep.
You have me memorized like a fucking Skyrim guard.
No, it doesn't
Oh,
that
he
guy
violated
look
the
like
law.
he doesn't that guy over there, doesn't he look kind of like the metal man that them travelers were talking about? Kind of.
Oh, I don't know. They were just talking about him. We never saw him.
Yeah.
You got to get your head checked, Arch.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had that whole fight in the Underdark. I really need to get my eyes checked again.
Hmm.
Everyone there
Well,
is
good thing we
okay.
have full benefits coverage as cops.
That's so true.
I like getting to play these guys. All right, let's go help people.
Police officer.
Rat Boy, you are not allowed to be a police officer.
How do you
sir.
know? I'm very qualified.
You can be, you can work in the lunchroom.
I want to be deputized. Give me a gun.
I was working the lunchroom, Rat Boy.
Oh, that's all right. Poor
Alright,
rat
take-
boy.
Take this
Don't you
Rat
know
Boy
I was
into
Rat Boy?
custody until somebody figures out what's going on with him.
Hey, Archie, hey, Rat Boy, you look like you could use a nice pair of pants, son. Would you like to come with me?
Oh, where's the
Get
owl?
some pants.
Where's the owl? I need those
Finally get
khakis.
your pants, huh?
Yeah, I need those
Yeah.
khakis.
No,
They
no,
probably
look
have a
into
lot of
your
khakis
own
in
pair.
Finland.
Oh, you're unpair.
Yeah, who is talking to you, ma'am? What, sir? Why do you have the attitude?
I'm looking
Oh,
for
I'm
a pair
sorry.
of jorts. Do you have jorts?
Shorts.
We can
Yep.
get you some shorts.
No, I want jorts.
What are? Could you
want jean
explain?
I want
Jorts.
jean jorts.
Is there denim in Finland, Clark?
Denim is.
I guess there is
famously
because it's a
low.
mining town, right?
Fucking let me roll.
So it would stand to reason that there could be, or at least could be created, jorts.
Yeah, jorts are a possible creation. Jeans are not often used. Any sort of denim is mostly used in terms of like carrying things.
Mm.
You ever thought of using the bags of jeans into wearable clothing?
Wouldn't you call that jean?
No.
No. Then why was the J in shorts necessary?
Rat Boy proceeds to move 30 feet and dash 30 feet away. He's running.
I'm gonna
That's
catch
fair.
Rat Boy.
Well, who's gonna
Oh,
catch that
sorry.
boy?
I've his movement speed is 70 feet. If he's
Grandwell is
dashing.
gonna catch Rat Boy.
Okay. Bones.
Okay.
Bones is fucking getting somewhere with Croyd to get him set up, and then he's getting the hell out of Finland.
Yeah,
Right.
Croyd is kind of.
Thank you, yes. Perhaps I can find a place to sell this sword, and then I can begin.
I'd recommend selling it to the arena. They put a premium on decorative pieces like this. Don't ask how I know.
Very well. I shall make my way there then. And you?
All right.
He goes and he places his hand as high up on you as he can, kind of getting like mid
Like mid-thigh.
mid quad, basically.
yeah.
Just-
Thank you for everything. And tell him, Guy, that we've done it. And that Ron wishes to speak with him.
I won't forget you, Croyd, and I won't forget that.
If you ever find yourself back in Finland, you will always have a friend here.
I'm gonna clap him on the back gently,
Sit up, break
and
it.
I'm gonna lay on hands him for one,
All
just to
right.
like help his lungs a little bit. All right, I better go take a rest. I'm gonna go somewhere closer to like farther from the arena,
Mm-hmm.
where people would be way less likely to recognize me.
Gotcha.
Is there like an outskirts area where I could just find like a shitty motel to take a rest in before I head out and try to find him?
So
Guy?
the Fenland is built into this like giant crater. So getting
Right, I
something
know.
like getting something in the crater would be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be something along the lines of like you can find like a cheap motel there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, take a rest, and then I guess go to Dry Gully.
All right. And with that, we shall I have a little outro. And as you all finally step out into the sun.
Oh, I don't think we went over the fate of Woos, by the way. We should get.
It's okay. Woos, I know, was a farmhand. So everyone's out, all the slaves are out, and you realize that you don't see where he is. But he wanted more than anything, desperately, to return to his simple life. So just faintly in the distance, as a figure disappears over a hill, you hear, "Woo!"
Where is Bullman?
Better place now.
Yeah.
He's in a better place now. I imagine this scene with the song from Steven Universe, like when they're stuck in the tower. Like the I wanna be free. That song, Clark, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Banger.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways,
outro.
as you all finally step out into the sun, the grand city of Finland before you, your chains broken. We will end tonight's session. Thank you all so very much for playing. Podcast out.
Podcast out!
Yeah,
Woo!
podcast
Podcast out.